Hey guys, welcome to CX's tutorial. I am Photo Formula. Today, I will be introducing you to how you can achieve good graphic design 100% with your Android phone. There are many tools available on Google Play Store, but what makes the difference is the creativity of the designer. So before we dive into today's work, let's take a look at some of the works you can achieve using your Android phone. The works you're about to see are works I did in 2018 using my Android phone. Always remember that every application is just a tool. You are the creator, and at the end of the day, you will be responsible for the outcome of your work. In subsequent videos, I will be showing you how to make interesting designs using Canva, which is the most popular graphic design tool online. I will also be recommending some other applications that can be of great help and give your work a better outcome. So for today's tutorial, what is graphic design? Graphic design is a form of art which uses digital tools like lines, shapes, texture, space, size, value, and color to create an artwork that can communicate message to a particular targeted audience or viewers. These different elements of graphic design are used differently to communicate a particular message to your audience or the people that you are targeting. First of all, considering lines connect 2 points. They could either be straight, curved, fat, thin, dash, or pattern. Pattern is a very important form of art because it tends to give your work a form of attraction. Lines are also used to organize information, highlight, connect, outline, create a grid, chart, or graph. Lines are also used to create pattern, reading, to direct the reader's eye to a particular set of information. Looking at shapes are used in different formats. Shapes could come in different height and width. We have polygons, we have triangles, we have circles, and we have different types of shapes that you could use to communicate a particular information you're trying to bring out. You could also use shapes from pictures. You could use silhouette images to communicate a particular form of information to a target audience. On the various applications we're going to be looking at, we have the presence of geometric shapes and also abstract shapes, which could include icons and graphic illustrations that you could use in your graphic design on your Android phone. So the next thing we'll be looking at is texture. Texture is a very important part of art because it contributes to the general rendition of your final work. It gives your work a feel. It gives it a particular type of feel. It gives it a particular type of surface. If you want your work to be rough, if you want it to be smooth, it provokes emotions. It tends to give your work richness and depth. Now looking at spacing is very important in graphic work. When your space is excessive, it must have to communicate the message you're trying to pass. So there are very simple designs that are spaced, and when your work is kind of clumsy, it must communicate a particular information you're trying to pass. It's recommended that your work is not supposed to be too clumsy or too spaced. I will teach you how to manage your space in graphic design. As you know, space is the distance between two things. It separates or unifies or highlights or provides rest for your eye. So it tends to allow the viewer to rove around a particular information or a particular image. For instance, white space is used to add emphasis and focus to a particular information. It adds legibility, it adds style, and white space is important in creating margins, and white space is also important in bringing out the prominence of a particular image. Looking at size, as you know, is how large or small something is. The larger something is, the more it tends to attract the attention of the audience or the viewer. So you have to be very consistent in the creation of your size. That's a very important part of graphic design. One other important element of graphic design is the value. You need to know how light falls on your graphic design and be able to adjust it accordingly. Color is a very important part of art. It's important in video making, it's important in painting, it's also very important in graphic design. Color can be used in different forms to provoke emotions, to attract the eyes, to highlight, to create a mood, to tie elements together. There are different forms of usage of colors. For example, these are the different colors and the kind of emotions they provoke: black, gray, purple, yellow, white, pink, red, blue, and green. You must have to understand the psychology of how you could create different emotions in the eyes of your viewers and know how to use it appropriately. That brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Finally, learning graphic design with your mobile phones could be very taxing and requires a lot of determination. So if you know that this is what you really want to do, why not? You need to watch the next video. I made money using my Android phone to design for different clients, and you too can achieve that. So if you know you don't have a computer where you could use more industry-based standard applications and softwares like Photoshop and CorelDRAW to achieve graphic design, you could start with your phone using different applications to achieve graphic design on your phone. So I will see you in the next class.